Good morning, students. Hi. Um, okay, I'm not coughing for effect. Let me show you how to finish this drawing. Hopefully you guys can all see on this page is a drawing um, of structural underdrawing of bottles, much like we did in class. So you should have something like this at home. So now it's time to put the contour line on. Remember, a contour line is like the skin. So you've drawn the structure, the bones and the muscles and all that junk, so that when you lay the skin on, the contour line, which is the outer, traces the outermost contour of the object, traces, you have something to lay it on, a lot of structure. So you've helped yourself. Now the contour line can authentically describe the proportions and placement of these objects according to your still life. Okay, so I have, this is actually like a 6B pencil. It doesn't say it, but it's a very soft leaded pencil. A regular contour line is uniformly thick. Imagine I was drawing with a Sharpie marker. This is easy for me to draw really steadily and slowly because I have my underdrawing, my structural underdrawing. So I'm tracing it with my contour line. And you can't see but my eyes keep sort of like, I draw real slow and then my eyes kind of look around and make sure I'm making sense within the whole picture, if that makes sense, while I draw. Okay, the interior. Notice how I'd render the interior line of this ellipses. Boom. Oh, so fancy. Because there is actually width to the interior of these, or width rather to the glass of these objects I rendered. It's not perfect, is it? That's okay. That's why there's erasers. Okay. I should have done hyperlapse. This is going to get long, but it's okay. All right. I did bring an eraser. Where did I put it? I know I brought an eraser. Dang it. All right. Well, I don't know where my eraser is, so... Oh, there it is. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Gosh. Okay. Somebody erased my mistake. If I had drawn that line thinner, my life would be easier and pressed less hard, because then it would be easier to erase. But I'm not super worried about it. I don't mind seeing sort of like ghost underdrawings. I think they're kind of beautiful. Slowing down. Trying to get it a little stronger. Okay, so that's a regular contour line. What do I mean by sensitive contour line? Now contour lines flatten drawings out. Nothing in nature has an actual contour line around it. So anytime you see a contour line in a drawing, your brain knows it's a symbol, it's a flat drawing, because they don't occur in nature. What indicates to the viewer that this object has volume are things like these curves. They talk about perspective a little bit. So they help the viewer imagine that they're looking down on these three-dimensional curved objects. But besides that, and then overlapping helps the viewer imagine there's depth and space, and then also placement on the page. This one's a little lower, these ones are a little higher. These are all spatial indicators that there's depth. They help make it less flat. But this contour line is very uniformly thick and it flattens things out. So if we're not going to shade and put volume in this drawing, one way to make an interesting contour line drawing that hints at volume is to use a sensitive contour line. By sensitive, you think, imagine the line itself is sensitive to the direction of light, so where it might be shadowy and where it might be brightly lit, and also maybe the weight of the object. So the line will reflect that this underside of this bottle, for instance, is dark because no light's getting under there, right? The light's coming from over here. So I'm darkening the line. A sensitive contour line varies in thickness and thinness. It gets heavier and lighter depending on where the contour line falls on the object. So I'm not shading, we're not shading, everybody, not yet. But as you can see, I'm varying the line weight. Line weight is the way we describe thickness and thinness, heaviness and lightness. Even those words are kind of like words that describe weight of, sorry for my snottiness, of, I'm varying the line weight of my contour line. This makes it sensitive. You know, it's not just like all the same and boring. So a sensitive contour line varies in line weight, in thickness and thinness. And I'm making it heavier on the bottoms of the objects because I want them to look like there's maybe a hint of a shadow. I'm not shading. And I'm making them heavier on the, if I'm imagining the light sources coming from here, I'm making them a little heavier where maybe the light can't get in as much. And now I'm going to take my eraser and erase, you don't have to, but I'm going to erase some of my structural underdrawing lines. I don't really care if they're all erased, but just some of them to clean it up. It kind of makes that contour line more dramatic and beautiful, effortless looking. But I do like structural underdrawing. If you want to leave it in there, that's fine too. But you'll see when I erase it, it's kind of magical. The objects do appear a little bit more three-dimensional. How we doing on there? Yeah, okay. Okay. So this would be an example of a structural, a sensitive contour line drawing that shows that was rendered using the entire process of using structural underdrawing, structural line underdrawing, citing for proportion and alignment, and then finished in a sensitive contour line. So that's kind of a beautiful drawing. I mean, you know, it's pretty good. Another possibility is you have these charcoal pencils in your kit. So if you took your kit home, another possibility is to play around with drawing the lines in charcoal and then sort of softening them up a little bit with your finger. You can do that also with just graphite. So this is still a line drawing. It's not value. I am not shading. There's no shading, but the line has visual interest because it's sensitive and it varies in line weight, thickness, and thinness. This concludes, hi, I miss you, your demo. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Please stay well. I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Okay, bye.